Alrighty, today we're going over who qualified for the FNCS Div 1 finals in Central, and then we're going to be making our top 10 finals predictions. The finals are tomorrow, and it's a banger because these duos are crazy. We're going to predict from 10 to 1, and then we're going to predict who will dud and who will get MVP. First of all, I got to talk about Adrian and Vino. They are a power duo. Look at this match history. So many 20-kill games. 5 wins in 22 matches. Average elims, 11 kill average elims. Top 20 average placements. Amazing. Kanata came back to Central and he's dominating. He's better than ever. Dozier issued 3rd place. Ritual Cold. I don't have to say much about these duos. They're all amazing. Except I don't know much about Jamidi and Ulk, but I have watched some of their games and they look amazing. I'm excited to see more. Shadow and Virgo, still underrated somehow. Josh Yamzo, Kingling Craze, Curly Rise, all great duos. G-Money hosted Visual Threats. EU duo, Moneymaker, top 17, that's surprising. I'm glad they did it. Clicks and Rapid, a newly formed duo, and they have some momentum, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to come back to this duo. We're going to talk about them a little bit more because of that drama with Peterbot. Who else? We got Aviv Taki, Higgs Curve, Acorn, and Bolts. Lots of great duos. Epic Whale Pump, the veteran. Another EU duo. So many EU duos. Another one. Muzz and Tyler. Muzz barely making the finals, but I'm glad he did. And probably the biggest bombshell is Peterbot not making the finals, because they got griefed by this duo called Clicks and Rapid. And I don't know if this is Clicks' 1x buff. As you know, he did win Pro-Am FNCS title. I don't know if you guys count that as FNCS, but either way, it looks like they have some momentum coming into this Div 1 finals. Okay, I am going to start with number 10, and then I'm going to go all the way up to 1, and then we're going to predict who will dud and who will win MVP. For 10th place, I have none other than Higgs and Curve. Okay, wait, I have caps on. Whatever. So, Higgs and Curve. Curve is, as you know, young and up and coming, but he did win FNCS with Vino. Higgs, great IGL. Maybe he should be a fragger, but that's a different convo. This duo, ever since they formed, they did split. They did come back together, but they haven't been the best performing duo. But it feels like every tournament they do a little bit better than the previous. So I think I'm going to put him in top 10. In 9th place, we have Visuals and the Aimbot Threats. The reason I put them in top 10 is Visuals. He always shows up in big tournaments. He's always there in the leaderboard. And Threats, great fragger, amazing. His aim is probably the best, up there with Peterbot and Muzz, maybe Thomas HT, with those guys. I really like him. For number 8, I know some of you will have this duo higher than I will, but number 8 goes to Kingaling and his duo, the Big Craze. I'm sorry guys, I don't know how to type. It's my first day typing. Okay, Kingaling and Craze. Do I have to say much about this duo? Like, even their LAN performance was amazing. They were one of the best NA teams out there, except for Peterbot and Poyo. For number 7, I have Josh and Iamzo, the young Josh, the kid who clickspotted PC4. He's doing great. He's a great fragger. Iamzo, one of the most consistent IGLs in the game. Don't have to say much. He has been in a slump a little bit, but I think they'd land the top 7 easily. For number 6, I will go with an underrated duo, which is Xavi and Aminished. I love the way Xavi plays. I'm a big fan of him. I was really sad when Reek dropped him, but I was glad they did really good without Reed. And I will put him in the top 6. Now, we're in the big leagues. Number 5. I know some of you will hate me for this, but 5, I'm giving it to Clicks and Rapid. I know Rapid is probably the best IGL in the game right now, but they're a very fresh duo. They're newly formed, so I don't expect the best performance out of them, but top 5 will still be a success for me, I think. And yeah, they're a duo to look out for. I mean, if they stick together the entire time, they might have a chance at the FNCS. I'm not gonna lie. Number 4 goes to Shadow and Virgo. Stop sleeping on this duo. They're always in the top 5 somehow. Always up there. Stop sleeping on them. Number 3 goes to Big Richie and Cold. Cold is in all caps because he's cold. The Big C. Brrr. Okay, that was cringe. But yeah, I don't need to explain this. They're a power duo. On paper, they should always place top 3 in this region. They're both amazing. And without Peterbot and Pollo, they better get a top 3 tomorrow. Number 2 goes to... Okay, this number 2 is not up here. They're not here, they're not here, they're not here, they're not here. They are here. All the way in number 27 is Acorn and Bolt. I mean, honestly, I don't need to say much. Acorn, better in IGL. Bolt, better in Fragger. I mean, they're so good. They're a joy to watch. They're definitely finishing top 3, and my guess is top 2. And number 1 is none other than, you guessed it, Agers and Vino. Big AJ and Vino, if they stick together the entire season, Peterbot and Pollo are going to have a tough time winning FNCS, because I think this is the duo to put down Peterbot and Pollo. They will do it. I think if I was a betting man, I would put a lot of money in this duo. For sure. And when it comes to the dud, I'm not going to include the EU duos, because if they don't do good, I won't count it as dudding because they're on high ping. So my dud duo goes to Uncle Epic Whale and Pump. It's time to wrap it up, Unc. I'm kidding. I'm glad he's still around. He's still in the big leagues. He's still in getting good results. But in this lobby, I don't think they have a chance. I think they're a West duo. They should play in West, because in Central, they're going to have a tough time. And MVP, I'm not going to give it to a duo. I'm going to give it to a single player. Goes to none other than, you guessed it, Vino. I think he's the second, or maybe, yeah, I'll go with second best player in NA right now. He is amazing. He's going to dominate. He's going to be the MVP. And that's it for the predictions. We'll see you guys on the Battle Bus tomorrow, and please leave your predictions in the comments, and I'll see you next time.